Alrighty, might as well get started here. Um, Let me just check something real quick. Alright, check. Oh, let me check my mic. Check. Alright, we're good. Alrighty. Well, since some of you appear to be in your car, I guess this is turning into Nihilist Feedback Radio. So, welcome to Nihilist Feedback Radio. I don't know what the fuck to say here. Cool transition. Yippee! I am back. Sorry about starting a little bit late. I had to take a shower. I'd just gone back from like a hike, like a few miles away from my house. But yeah, we are here. But yeah, hold on, I need to take care of something real quick on the feedback stream project file. But yeah, yeah, again, we started a little late. I had to write down the little queue in the Discord so we know who's up. But, we're gonna start off with YWN, then we have a collab between Venomic and Avi. Then we have Lucid, Breaker, Spicy, Isonoc 2 Electric Boogaloo being Late Eyes and Nora. Tenexity, it's Juno. Zytro with his cool alias. Sarai, Extraner with Samurai Owl, Kratul, Psychedelic, Complex. We have a Boom and Lexe collab. Then we have Ursh, and then finishing off as usual with Cynic for this one. Instead of Cynic, it's Cynic today. So we're gonna go ahead and let's get started. Yippee! Alright, we are in the project file. I made sure I tested the stream audio. So we should be good. Alright, so we're gonna get started with YWN. I don't know if they're in the chat. Let me just check. Yeah, I do not see them in the chat, unfortunately. Oh well. But yeah, some of these tracks I had to some of you didn't enable download, so I had to just rip them using VLC. So I have MP3s, like average quality MP3s on here, so it might not be the best quality, but that's what I kind of have to go with. But we're going to start off with YWN with a Punk Whip. I'm interested to see about this. Let's see what this is about. Let's go.
Bombs like Laden. My name is Richard, just if I'm X, cause you might end up in the mess. Tell a man, you are not like me, you been deeper than deep. No nurse, but you both to the weak, get the knee on. Man, better be careful of me, I'm X, the son of a MC, hosting your block. 360 degrees, flat line on set, melody back the scenes. They don't like me, cause they ain't like me, they wanna like me. But I don't feel too shit, so by the MC. My man, play me with no license, man, can't come through this item. You don't want your face on my mind, man, I write it, man, I'm flagging this time, it's slap it like me. Just over the dead, I got no man as I see man to press. I'm in a circle with pepper and dead. Something good.
Take it was a bit long.
Yeah, I'm walking. I'm to 11 and see level SE. My brother don't get me best, but I dash right people. Don't think that you're exempt. If you talk about pretty straight out of fucking you, man, I keep your bomb. From my guess out your talking. Don't let me lose my respect. I'm from my toys out the brand new. When you are your mama's fatty. When I'm back to the that I ain't fatty. Bring any MC and it's burning.
Yeah, the drums are very drowned out. And everything has been and all the bass are like being drowned out by that vocal right there.
Just if I'm X, but you might end up in a mess. Tell a man, you are not like me, you went deeper than deep. No nurse, 20 pounds to get weak, get the knee on. Man, better be careful of me, I ain't the son of a MC. I'll spin your clock, 360 degrees, flat line on set. Melody, that the like me, cause they ain't like me, they wanna like me. But I don't give two shits over the MC. Man, wanna play me with no license. Man, can't mix with a titan. You don't want your face on my mind when I'm riding. My cops
Drop it like you.
the temperature for me, then I ain't got no money. There's a man to rest. I'm on a show with proper and lead. Some fingers and hair, decent bread. Yeah, I'm walking. I see them in a T, I'm a left E. Swaggling, don't get me. That's got a dance like me, so don't think that you're exempt. If you talk about body straight out of fucking you, man, I keep your body. I'm like a champion talking about it. Don't let me lose my rag. I'm from a toys at the prime. You know who I am, I'm fatty. When I fight you, bad, that ain't funny. Bring any MC in the curtains. Party done. Stop banging on the
Yeah, the vocals are really loud. Yeah, I think this needs quite a bit of mixing work here, because the vocals are up front, which they kind of should be, but they're way too up front. So I would bring them down, and so you can get a little blend between the basses and the vocals. And you need to bring your drums up for sure. But yeah, I do like the idea. It just needs some work. And I also mentioned that the fake out is like way too long. Like anything after 8 bars in my opinion, is just way too long, and at that point it just ruins the whole point of the fake out drop, which is to like further build up energy and anticipation. But I feel like that the duration of the fake out drop is just there for the sake of being a fake out, which is something you don't really want to do with that. So just something to consider. Maybe shorten that fake drop, and work on the mixing a little. But I think this definitely has potential, so definitely work on it. I'd love to see you resubmit this. Alright, next up we have Avi and Vinamic with Yogurt. Kid named Gert says yo. I had to do that joke for the memes. Hold on. Yeah, everybody in the chat needs to say yo to my boy Gert over here. Alright, let's take this a listen. Ooh! Like early 2010s Trap Nation stuff. Yeah, I agree. The horns could be a little thicker, and I think the whole mixer could just be a lot more saturated. Nice. Yeah, I'd turn up the 808 as well. Or whatever that is. I think that's just a sub bass. And definitely add some pitch variation with it. the production here feels very like early 2010s. Yeah, this really does feel like real trap shit right here. Trap Nation stuff. Bring up the snare a little, I agree, Lucid. Yeah, so like I said, this could definitely be considerably louder. I mean, you're at like perfect levels for like the mixing phase. Now all that's left is really just mastering it. And all you really need is probably just a saturator and like a soft clip or something. So let me give that a shot for you real quick. And let's go free clip. Here, soft clip mode. And drive this a bit. Okay, let's give this a try. It's still sounding really clean, even after a whopping 14 decibels of drive on the saturator. It's still sounding pretty damn clean. So you got the mix down taken care of. Now all that's left is just, you can make it louder with your mastering. Or you can literally just drive it quite a bit. But yeah, great job. This is probably the best mix down I've heard from you. So great job, Venomic and Avi too. Yeah. Real quick, I will be right back. I'm gonna download Spicy's track. So give me a sec. Alrighty, we're back. And yay, good thing I got 48 gigs of RAM on my computer, because now I can run my browser and my streaming software at the same time. So, yippee! And I still have not dropped a single frame, so great, I made a good investment. So next up we have Lucid with What Have I Done? Alright, what have you done, Lucid? What have you done? It appears you have indeed done things, Lucid. would also switch out that clap. I would have kept the original drums. Or find like a different sample. I would turn down the clap here a little just so the cake can give it a little crunch. Alright, needs an outro for sure. I know this idea is pretty ambitious. I feel like I would tone it down on the little weird snare pattern in the drops. It confused me. I guess it's to the point where I just now have like a stroke or something. But other than that, the production behind it is really good. Other than that, I really don't have any words. I think this is like supposed to be like bro stuff or something, but yeah, really good little rendition of that. But yeah, I would probably just stick with the more normal drum pattern because it really has been throwing me off. All right, but yeah, great job on that. Just work on it a little in terms of the idea because I think it's a little too ambitious. I mean, you can have those weird rhythms with like the bass, like the basses. This song does not work with normal patterns. I doubt that. I mean, like, but I guess I'll take your word for it. But yeah, I would probably revise those drum patterns personally. All right. Next, and sorry if I seem a little low energy today. It's because I am pretty low energy. So yeah, I sound like way more depressed for some reason. Yeah. So next, is he gonna drink till the morning? Is he gonna pass out and do it again? We will see. Next up, we have Breaker with Too Numb for Love, and I think he said it's tropical house time. So ooh. This is where perfect timing, where we really need those drinks. am noticing the bass is a little consistent. It doesn't like feel that way, but the meter's saying it. Other than that, I really like this idea. I don't usually listen to this stuff though, but this is really well done. That like bass pad is like way too wide. The mix down is kind of ruining it a little. I'm really digging the idea. I just feel like, especially toward the end, the production needs a little thing. I don't know I think if you're still using Bandman Mobile, right? Because if so, I think you're pretty limited. I don't know if they have like a stereo width thing, but I would definitely like work on like the stereo field, especially of like the little pulsing bass pad here, because that thing is like insanely wide. But other than that, this first drop. I really like that first drop. That's like a highlight from like all of your songs. This is like one of the favorite things I've heard from you. You keep up like improving so much, Breaker. So keep working on it. And I feel like if you ever get like a computer-based DAW, you would be absolutely freaking unstoppable. But yeah, definitely consider investing in one. But yeah, great job, Breaker. All right, next up we have Spicy's bootleg of Zone Battle by Infect. This is the first of the two Infect bootlegs I've received today, so can't wait to see where this is going. I don't know where all these like Infect bootlegs are coming from. Is there like a remix competition I'm missing out on? Because I don't know what's going on. Yeah. So let's get started.
Citizens of the Earth.
Welcome back home, Cynic.
Citizens of the Earth. We have taken over your systems. Fight me.
it does, like, there's like no impact from it whatsoever. But the kick clap just really hits. And there's like a shit ton of like those muddy frequencies in the drop, so I definitely try to fix that on the master.
Citizens of the earth, we have taken over your system. Fight me!
Yeah, this is definitely one of the heaviest songs you've sent me, I will say, but really what's, like, taking away from all the, like, impact it could have is one, that first snare. Yeah, there's, like, no punch in that snare. But with the kick clap, there's, like, a ton of punch, I will say. And really, it's all these, like... There's, like, all this, like, mud going around, like, somewhere. It's like the 100 to 200 hertz range. So I'm going to do a little something right here, real quick. I am going to try and make, like, a little cut around 150. Actually, yeah, let's go 150. Let's tighten this up. Yeah, that sounds considerably cleaner. And then we just add a little bit more sub, or like a couple, 2 or 3 decibels. Let's go 2.5. Probably put this at around 80. Use more. Yeah, this definitely needs a little bit of work, but it's already sounding clean. It already sounded so much cleaner just because of this little dip at 150 hertz. So, just something to consider. Yeah. But good job. Definitely refine it for sure, though. Alright, next up we got Late Eyes and Nora with Make Me Feel. Alright. What will you make me feel today, you two? Oh, this is quite fast.
Move that body, come on, work that body. Everybody wants to be somebody. Move your body, come on, work that body. Everybody wants to be somebody. Everybody wants to be somebody. Move your body, come on, work that body. Everybody wants to be somebody.
that side seemed to be like barely noticeable, if at all. Yes, and thank you for petting the Ford complex. Yeah, no feedback. I have no feedback. Fuck you. Actually, you know what this would benefit from? This would benefit from like one of those big ass hardcore drops. But then again, you two are do you, because whatever it is, it's just gonna like blow everything else out of the water. Oh, and I just noticed there was a little bit of clipping on the master, so fix that a little. But other than that, like you two are just a fated duo made in heaven. So holy crap! And I think this might be one of my favorite things from you two. So yeah, like I have nothing to say really. You two are correct. So, and someone said, 1 year in and already coming close to Monster Cat level music. Send this to Monster Cat if you can. This definitely has Monster Cat potential, I will say. Alright, next up we have Tenixity with Dead Weight. And Tenixity was throwing in the towel with that last song, so oh boy. Well, let's see how this goes. This could be better. Who knows? I have faith in you, Tenixity. Have faith. I think that snare is like being clipped to hell. Like all the transient is like gone. So I fixed that or put like a transient shaper on it after the clipper. What's this thing at the end? Yeah, this one was really good. I just feel like it would like have like a lot more impact if you just like put like a transient shaper and turn down the sustain on that snare. Because it really is clipped. Like all the transients on that thing are gone. So just really, that's my only thing. That's really the only thing I have to Nixie. Like you did really good. Come on, have faith in yourself, man. You're cracked too. All right. Next up, we have It's Juno with Love You, which is apparently another thing on the album they're working on. So let's give this a little whirl, shall we? Yeah, that's probably your problem tonight, Steve. It's the Decapitator 2 Clippers OTT. Degraded the quality of it. Like where you get all the spectral artifacting and stuff. But more like, I don't know. Probably running through some like spectral shit or something. Now, what are you being crispy as it is? Clean up a little bit of the mud area.
Baby, all I wanna do
Just in time, I see. Yeah. So this is actually one of my favorite things from you, I will say. I definitely think what we could start with is my little getting rid of all the like mud here. Already this sounds so much cleaner. And I was thinking with this first drop is like putting like some spectral shit on it or something. Okay, and this plugin I'm showing you is one of iFeatures plugins. It's called Fusion. It's basically a spectral resynthesis plugin. So basically, it takes all the like the fundamentals and harmonics and tries to resynthesize it using like either saw waves or square waves and that stuff. It's pretty cool if you ask me. Yeah, the new Infect label just dropped today with a teaser. But yeah. Yeah, I played with a little bit of spectral shit in that first drop. But the second drop can do without. Sounds nice. Actually, now that I think about it, scratch what I said about the spectral stuff. I mean, you can play with it if you want. I think it would still work, but yeah, you don't have to. But yeah, definitely clean up the little mud on the master. But other than that, this is really great. Love this. All right, next up we have Cool with I don't know what this is. It's an ID. So let's go ahead. And I think this is Viper's Square 4 ult, I think. Little jazzy tune here. few bars. Yeah, but most rhythm song, I mean, considering it's just one bass, I almost said voice. Like, it's really hard to keep up with that. I'm gonna pull up something real quick. An example of a song that tries to do a 64 bar drop, and it's probably the best example I could think of. And I gotta download it. Yeah, I gotta download it real quick, but give me a sec. Here's my YouTube downloader. Oops, that's right. Actually, let me pull up the SoundCloud link. It'll probably be a minute, but I want to really get this. All right, let me pull up VLC again. Yeah, but as soon as I pull in that song, you'll definitely see which one I'm talking about and what it does, really. And yeah. So it's this one from, I think it was Roundtable Reinforcements 2. It's Gray Matter by Mahir. I think that's how you say it. But this one tries to go for that 64 bar drop, and it's probably the best one of those, but it just still fails to really keep my attention the whole way through. You can see how they're constantly switching up that sound design. The warehouse tune. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Mahir now. It's been a while. I haven't seen them in a while. I think they might be doing type beats. Yeah, but you can see, even though they're constantly like switching up the sound design every like 4 bars, it's still a 64 bar drop in the end, and it just really fails to catch my attention, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, this thing does not need to be like 5 minutes. Oops, I forgot to song. I really like that little jazz lick thing, and I wish you really implemented it more in the drop, to be honest. Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut it there. This thing just no hard feelings, but this just drags on like way too long. I know you said it's like more of a DJ tool, but I still feel like you could probably still cut it at like 32, because you want to still keep it interesting, because you still want people listening to it and something that they want to go back to. Well, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. As I was saying, Yeah, 64 bar drops just hardly ever work. Even like that, even the gray matter tries to do that, and it still kind of fails to me. Oh no, not this again. Not this again. No, no, not this. No. Oh no. Chad, I think I'm cooked. I'm so cooked. Yeah. All right. Oh no. Oh no. Guys, help. Help. All right. Can I please get on with the stream without getting bonked again? Please. Please be nice. Please. All right. All right. Next up, we have Sarai with snake skin with a very placeholder intro according to them. Hello there. All right. Let's go ahead. What is this DC option? This whole thing from like beginning to end just screams like straight up evil, and I'm all for that. This is probably my favorite submission today, aside from the Isonoc 2.0 Electric Boogaloo submission. But yeah, and the fact that I think you're using a mobile DOS, so this is just absolutely fucking crazy. Can I keep this and play it out in future sets? Please. I know you're not in chat, but please. Because I have literally no feedback for this, because this is just insane, and I know it's supposed to be, like, very, like, left field. So, yeah. Keep doing what you're doing. This is great. I think, and if you are one of those mobile DAW users, the second you touch, like a computer-based DAW, you are going to be... As I was saying, as soon as you touch like a computer-based DAW, you're gonna be unstoppable, mate. So, yeah. Help! Please stop! My chat is abusing me. My chat is abusing me. Why? All right. Next up, we have Extraner with FOMO with Samurai Owl. So let's give this a listen. Extraner's also been improving like at an insanely fast rate. So I can't wait to see what's going on. And I think the fork agrees too. My condolences, Bill.
Why do you think I'm a phantom? My friend
sent me, you were constantly outdoing yourself from like the submission before. So, holy crap! Yeah, this was great, and that last drop was just that flow was just insane. So big ups to you. I don't really have any feedback other than what I said, which is really just bring the kick down, because it really isn't a side chain issue, but it's more of like the kick itself being like really pushed. So just fix that. And yeah, this is gonna be great. And I was gonna say something, but I think that's like a secret to his close friend, so never mind. I will forget I said anything. You heard nothing! Alright, next up we have Kratol with Echo. And the microphone-shaped waveform. Wheel that thing back a little. What was that fake? Vexy already sleeping peacefully. That's wild. Yeah, I need more. I need more song, but this is like insane. Just turn down those high ends. But like again, I gotta replay that fake out because what the fuck? Yeah, that is holy crap. I turned it down, give it a little more dynamics. But yeah, this is insane. All right, next up we have Psychedelic. Billy0521, thanks for the follow. All right, and Jay Amaze as well. Thank you. All right, anyway, as I was saying, we got Psychedelic with Paranoia Over what? I wonder what Paranoia over what? Okay. Well, I don't know if that question will be answered, but yeah. All I will say, Complex, it's not me. If I had a choice, with monetizing my stream, I would put 0 ads.
Felt like the end, bloody scars made their mark into
Vocals are like really trying to get more reverb.
feeling so weak. All I can do is watch as you burn true to my
guitar.
Oh, time will tell.
Yeah, those vocals need a lot more reverb.
Will start to fade when we turn to dust. Precious memories were in my hands before we are dead. The pain is all consuming, it's like it's all I know. In my mind, lights are flashing, can't seem to let it go. Don't wanna lose you again. The sorrow is too much to bear. It's why I keep you from life, so death can touch you there. It's why I'm paranoid, why I like to hold on, keep track of the things I said so I cannot lose my control. It's why I'm paranoid.
Those like little, I think those are like crime screams. Those sound disgusting. In a good way. I think I really like the production idea, but I really think what really needs the most work are his vocals. First of all, you definitely want to do. I don't know if this is you singing because I think it might be, but definitely want to add a little bit of pitch, like some auto tune on that. Nothing like super aggressive. Like you definitely don't want all the it to be super quantized. You want it like a little more natural, so I wouldn't. Yeah, you might want Melodyne, but I know that shit's crazy expensive. But maybe even autotune would be a little more of an improvement. And your vocals also really need a lot more reverb. And I think when you're doing the, I don't know if it's the fry scream, if those are fry screams or false chord screams, but whatever those metal screams are, could use quite a bit more distortion. And I think the drop could even use more distortion as well. So I really appreciate the ambition behind this, but but you gotta kind of keep up with it, and it's gonna need some work. But I think this is a really great start. So yeah, give it a little more work, and I'm sure this is gonna really hit. All right, next up we have Complex with Seer of Light. Let's see, we have Big Sausage Waveform. That is Big Sausage Waveform. sound is like way down. Yeah, probably confusing the short term with the integrated. Yeah, probably feel because I get lost on it. Hold on, slow down. Well, yeah, this is loud as hell. Yeah, I can hear the clipping. Yeah. I don't know if it necessarily needs subtractive EQ, because I think really what the issue here is you're just pushing everything so freaking loud that it's just, it's basically just white noise at this point, really. So really what you can do is just turn down everything that's going into your master, and it's probably already going to sound much cleaner like that. So, yeah. General rule of thumb is when I'm working on songs, I never let my short-term LUFS go over -3. And I'm not talking if I was talking integrated, you'd probably be hitting like probably -6. I don't know. But you can use my tracks as reference. In fact, y'all can use my tracks as reference for sure. Yeah. Billy, I have actually not heard of that plugin, surprisingly. Definitely consider joining the Discord and send it to me. Like, send it in, like, the production chat. Cause I want to check that out, for sure. So, yeah. Alright, next up we have Boom and Lexi with, a song. Yes, indeed. This is indeed a song. Alright, let's go ahead. These two are correct on their own. I think could be the end of the world. Pink noise mixing, I see. Oh, I'll check it out. Hi, Boom. This is sounding like something Cynic would make, not gonna lie. But I know it's gonna just completely turn 180. By the way, if you just sent a tune in the Discord. Submissions for today are closed. I closed submissions like an hour before the stream, but yours will be considered for next week. To like help the world is ending. The dinosaurs are going extinct. Yeah, the only feedback I have is that there's a portion of the drop where your sub goes way too low. So, but other than that, I need this. I need this thing. I want to play it out in future sets, please. Please and thank you. Alright, next up, second to last, we have Ursh with Ping Ball. Heard of a ping pong ball? What's a just ping ball? Yeah, like I said, this does sound like a ping pong ball, I will say. Like how ping pong, like you just drop a ping pong ball on the table and it just goes like boing, 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 boing. Yeah. I'm like really mixed on that clap. I feel like it works, but it also doesn't at the same time. It's weird. Yeah. I don't know. The production is really good. It's just really that kind of drowned clap sample that I'm really kind of mixed on. Like, cause I like it, but I also don't for some reason. It's weird. I can't really explain it. But yeah. Good tune. Makes me want to throw a ping pong ball onto the table and let it bounce. Alright, last tune of the day. We have Synec's flip of Private Suite by Infect. Alright, let's go. Okay, now this snare works. Like, this is the snare you would use for this kind of stuff. I love a little more pitch movement with that first part, so. This is really vibey, I will say that. What was that thing at the end? What that little squeak? Yeah, this really gives me Wad Weird and Odd vibes, to be completely honest. But I really think this is really nice, and I did say that the snare works like that. That's like the kind of snare you'd use for this kind of stuff. All right. But other than that, I don't really have any other feedback. I would say maybe turn up the sub a little. But really, I have no feedback. All right. That's gonna do it for today's feedback stream. Yeah, sorry for the slightly late start today. Yeah, I was a little busy today, but I managed to get over here. Before I go, all I will say is big things happening at the end of the month. So keep an eye out on that. But other than that, submissions for next Monday are open. So go ahead and join the Discord server to submit. Let me just type in the chat. Yeah, go ahead and join the Discord server in order to submit your stuff. But other than that, yeah, that's really all I have. I am going to go EP time because I am quite EP for some reason. But yeah, I will see you all hopefully Monday. I saw the bonk thing and I knew that was coming. There was a little delay there, but yeah. Oh boy. Well then, I'm just gonna stop the stream before I get further tortured. So yeah, bye bye everybody.